we have a system that we're trying to make work as best as we can. So. Education, I guess, has 2 items for approval. This is where we basically make decisions as a group. If we're going to decide to pass this and make this.
So the basic proposal is to microphone encourage. Sorry, okay, the proposal is to organize demonstrations on all university, college, and K-12 campuses as far as we can to have an Occupy campus demonstration at noon on Thursday, October 20th, and to raise awareness about the Civic Center occupation and about the GA process and try to draw all those students in. And this is also consistent with doing that more often on other days as well, but that item is a discrete thing that perhaps we should decide on. That's a Thursday. It was we agreed in the committee that Friday, people at SDSU don't show up often enough. Just kidding. Or all of the universities, actually. But we debated around a couple of different days, and everybody in our group seemed to think that day would be good. That would give us sufficient time to plan in advance and try to build things up about it. I'll leave it. Sure. Because as far as I'm concerned, we want all the kindergartners we can get involved in this. I mean, let's get them young, you know? Let's teach the young about democracy, you know? I mean, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, ... through PhD, JD, everything. Let's get all these students have the same interests as we do, right? I mean, to some extent it all overlaps, so that's the idea. Now, I'm not sure what the process is, and I'm definitely leaving it in the hands of our GA wizards here to tell me how to go forward. Maybe ask if anybody wants to block that, or anybody disagrees or thinks we should modify and have it on a different date or anything.
Yeah. So the way that we kind of imagine this going, and let's see how it goes, is that there's probably some ideas, some questions, this and that about so let's have a discussion like we have been having, but about the specific topic. Questions I think are good, but I don't think they necessarily have to be directed. You can direct them towards this gentleman, or you can make them more broad. Maybe somebody else from the crowd has a good answer. And then ultimately, if we want to try to consensus as a group about this, or if we can't do that, send it back for a revision. So.
Okay, so we're going to vote whether or not we agree with this. If anybody blocks, then we'll deal with that next. We'll open up a stack and people can offer their, comments. Yes. Point of process, you throw that up if you're not really sure what's being said. If you need any clarity on his statement or his proposal, you throw that up and it's answered, and then helps with your decision, basically. So we're going to vote. Anybody? Okay, we have one.
I heard you mentioning talking about we can use children, and I'm thinking there could be backlash from parents, and little kids could feel very threatened by some of the personalities and the signs and things. I think we should avoid.
Okay, so how it works
anybody younger than.
They're a part of the 99%.
Okay, so how it works is if there's a block, we have a rebuttal. Well,
So I can rebut, I guess.
yeah.
I would be for exposing children to this, provided we are very conscious of the messages we're sending to them. They need to modify, tone it down, talk about the positives. That, you know, when you care about something, it's not wrong to meet with other people and talk about it and make the country better in that regard. So I agree, but to a point.
Okay, so since you're the only one that blocked, you're okay with that? Okay.
The motion is that we should organize and encourage our friends to organize demonstrations on university and college campuses, community colleges and university campuses, and K to 12, to have their own Occupy demonstrations at noon on Thursday, October 20th, to raise awareness about the Civic Center occupation.
I don't know the hand signal. What is the hand signal if you
We need to review hand signals.
Question. Yes. At what point do we decide that a child is a child? Like, what's the age?
How about withdraw the K-12 suggestion and just go forward?
Withdraw it.
Yeah, that's what I missed.
Okay. So let me modify the proposal that we have a.
Can't vote.
Stick to the ones that vote.
Okay, so we can either agree to take out K through 12, or yeah, is that okay? Is everybody okay with that? Do we have any objections? Why do you block, sir?
Because their educations are being spent on killing people. They're not getting quality education because we're killing people with their money. They're being directly affected by these. Where are they at? Over there. They're being directly affected by those people right there. They are. You don't think their educations are?
Okay, I think we're gonna open this up for discussion.
We should.
We're gonna open this up for discussion. So we're gonna have a stack, 2 minutes to get on the stack. Leo and John are gonna go around the stack. You have 2 minutes to get on.